YouTube. This is Mike Schultz. I'm going to talk to you today about my anti-meta hero build for next format, September 2011. First off, next format's going to be broken, because everyone and their mom is going to be running a card called Tour Guide from the Underworld. Now that card, it's instantly a +1. I don't know why Konami, hopefully they'll change the XYZ rulings in the September format, so that we're more so for like the OCG, where Songen and Goblin Zombie and Reborn Tengu, etc. will not get their effects. So I made a deck that kind of counters the effects of Tour Guide and the searchability of Songen, and all the agent spam that everyone will probably be running at Toronto. First off, my main engine is obviously Stratos, backed up with 3 Neos Alias. Now this is obviously the hero engine, but it's always great to have. Next, it's 3 Thunder Kings. This card blocks Tour Guide, as I will show later, with obvious lots of protection, but he's really good at stopping all their big plays, with Envoy at the end being legal again, numerous searchers, Songen, Tour Guide, Agent Earth especially, and then I got 2 Veilers as well as a Max C. Now Veilers is if I go second and they go first, and then Thunder King is more so if I go like first and I can just summon him and set back row protection and end. Max C is for all the decks that are inhibited by like Heavy Storm and stuff. They can all go wild. Max C lets me draw and try to get a plus from them plussing. Next, I run 2 Voltic. As I run a Fusion Gate build of my Elemental Heroes, I like Voltic for his ability to special summon them from remove from play. I feel like he's a great plus when you attack direct. You get Stratos out when you have any others, whatever, and you can blow up their spells and traps. That's a very nice feeling. Nextly, I run Honest. With all these light targets, how can you not? It's great to just summon, like Voltic or anyone, and just leave them open for anything, and they attack an Honest. It's a great game changer. Definitely worth it. Next, my spells. Obviously the staples: Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. These cards, too good not to be run. Simple. They're 1 for a reason. Why not run them? Mystical. It's at 3 this format, but since I'm an anti-meta kind of deck, I'm not really worrying about exploding on people, so I just run 1 for those like little threats such as Swords of Revealing Light, Skill Drain, Necro Valley, they hurt. Little decks like that. Rhoda and 3 E-Call. Now people say this may clash with my Thunder Kings, but you have to get the search engine of the Stratos into the Alias as soon as you can. So it's always good to open with it first turn, search for any 3 of these for Stratos, get an Alias, and continue with the play later on. I then run 2 Fusion Gate. Now I don't run any searchers for the Fusion Gate, because I don't feel Fusion Gate, it's that needed of a deck. If you make a deck around Fusion Gate, you could probably lose just by the dedication of it. I feel like it's like it's a nice addition to it. You don't need it to win, because I have all these big 19 beaters and like other variable plays. But it's just a nice thing to go into the Shining. It's a free Shining. And also, I didn't want to really focus on Fusion Gate now that Mystical is at 3. You'd play it. What are they going to do? They're just going to Mystical right away. It's like, great, the whole big play that you were setting up for. That's why my deck can play around not using Fusion Gate. Let's continue. 2 Gemini Spark. Alias is broken with Gemini Spark, so why not run it? If you attack, or summon it Bottomless Trap Hole, attack in a Deep Prison Mirror Force, you can pop your own guy, save him in grave, destroy a card, and then draw a card. That's one of the deck's best +1. You don't want to run 3 though, because there's no really recyclability of Neos Alias besides with Shining, getting it back to your hand. So, I just like 2. 2 Smashings is great as well, because when everyone goes first with Tour Guide, if say you don't have a Veiler or Max C in hand, they're going to end with a 25 Leviathan, or a 19 Lever with some other dumb shenanigans that they might go off with. And Smashing Ground's a great, like, 1 for 1 for them. You're still minusing yourself, but you don't have to worry about that 25 beater anymore. I also run 1 Miracle Fusion, just teched in, because oftentimes you'll find just, with the Fusion Gates in, normally they don't hit the grave that often, but sometimes they do. So it's a great 1 like tech, because you could play around to have the Miracle Fusion live, and late game, it's a great top deck. Now for traps. Obviously got to have the Solemn Judgment, the Solemn Warnings. They're just too good not to run. This stops any monster summons. This stops anything. I don't see why you can ever run trap heavy deck without the Judgment. 2 Deep Prison and 1 Mirror Force. You need attack prevention. First turn, summon Thunder King, and they go into Tour Guide. They're going to try to make you force to negate the Leviathan, in which they would get their search for the Songun. But if you just summon them and leave them and let them have the summon, and then they attack into one of these, they're going to lose their search and lose their monster. It's a great plus for you. Call the Haunted's a great card. I like the chainable Thunder King aspect. If, say, they summon Earth, any of the searchers, Earth Songun, or Earth Tour Guide, Stratos, etc., you just do Call the Haunted on Thunder King, it stops their search, gives them a minus. It's a great play. Torrential, you need Trap Dust Shoot, great this format. Everyone's running decks that plus themselves, so I feel like a lot of the decks, a good majority of the decks, will always have a hand of over 4. Lightsworns, Monarchs, Tour Guide, anything with Tour Guide in it will always have 4 cards in hand. It's kind of stupid that this format is going to be broken with Tour Guide. So it's great to pick, and it's also because they have a Songun search, they can get anything they want, so you can Trap Dust Shoot the Veiler away if they get one, or whatever hurts you. Also, I run 1 Compulsory and 1 Starlight Road. The 1 Compulsory is just a form of my, it's personal taste. I feel a lot of people will be running XYZs, and I feel chainable traps are definitely good this format. So, XYZ, Mystical, chain it. Good. Starlight Road, I run, 13 traps or so? Heavy Storm's live, people. Just need 1. I can spam my monsters, so if Mirror Force or Torrential comes, it's always a great addition. Or I can just play a conservative and not just spam 1 at a time. And the Heavy Storm aspect, Starlight Road's needed. So, this is my Fusion Gate Hero deck. I hope you like it. It's to combat the Tour Guide shenanigans that I hope gets hit. I'll see you later. See you, Toronto.